Hey all, Dr. Paul here, and for this video what I'd like to do is walk you all through my assisted living pro forma financial projection model that's included in my assisted living business plan template and financial projections. Specifically at the end of this video, using my template, you're going to have your profit and loss statement for 1 year, your pro forma income statement for the next 5 years, a break-even analysis, which is going to tell you how many customers, how many residents you need on a monthly basis in order to break even, and then finally, I'm going to show you all the valuation. What is the business worth based on the number of clients that you have? All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. And here's the star of the show, the assisted living financial model that I have created. And once I walk you all through this financial model, at the end, we are going to have a profit and loss statement for the next 12 months, or your cash flow statement. We're going to have an income statement for the next 5 years, a break-even analysis that's going to tell you how many residents you need at your location in order to break even. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and identify a business valuation based on cash flows for your business based on the number of clients that you have, as well as your cost. All right, let me go ahead and show you how this bad boy works. All right, so you do need to go ahead and purchase. In order to use this model, you do have to purchase it on my website. Link is below. And the starting point is going to be revenues. So we've got our average monthly revenues, and this is going to be the number of patients or number of clients or number of residents that you're going to have at your specific assisted living location. For this particular example, I'm saying we're going to have 5 individuals living at this location, and they are paying approximately $6,000 every month. And the variable cost is going to be about 15%. Variable cost is going to be travels to different locations, whether it be for your their doctor appointments. It's going to be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for your residents, as well as any kind of snacks. And it's going to include fuel for your vehicle if you have a vehicle, also maintenance for your vehicle, as well as maintenance for the location itself. So these are the variable costs that may be included. And for this particular situation, we're saying it's about 15%. And these numbers right here are just ballpark these numbers. You do have to research these numbers on your own. All right, next is going to be the labor. The labor and any place in the dark color cells right here. This is the information you can change. You can put your numbers in here. Same thing right here. You can put your own numbers here. Same thing here. You can put your own numbers here. All the way down, and I'm going to walk you all through this information. All this information right here can be changed by you. When you do that, it's going to update the projection. This is going to give you a summary of your revenues, your costs, your net profits, your profit margin. It's going to update this chart right here. It's going to give you your 12-month profit and loss statement. It's going to update your numbers month 1 through 3, quarter 1, month 4 through 6, quarter 2. It's also going to update your pro forma income statement for 5 years. A lot of SBA loans look for 3 years. I expanded for 5 for you. And then it's also going to update your break-even analysis. Once you update all that information, you're going to have a number right here, and that's going to tell you how many residents you need at your location in order to break even. For this particular example, 2.4 residents. Obviously, we can't have a 0.4 resident, so you would round it up to 3 residents needed in order to break even. Gives you a nice solid number to gun for or shoot for in order to achieve your break-even position. And then finally, this right here is going to be the valuation based on your cash flows. And for this particular example, if you invest $400,000 based on all of your revenues as well as your costs, your net present value, or the valuation of the business based on cash flow, is going to be $1.2 million. A nice little valuation, again, based on cash flow, not a retail value. All right, back to where I was. My apologies. All right, so we talked about the revenues. Next is going to be your labor. This line right here is going to be for the salary is always focused on the executive team, the managers, as well as the owner. So whatever you're going to pay your manager team, your executive team, as well as the owner, is going to be right here monthly. Next is going to be employees. However many employees you're going to be working with, you're going to have working for you monthly. You can put that number there. Their starting rate or the rate of pay you're going to put here. And again, that's going to be an average. If you got 2 employees, one at 16, one at 18, then your average is going to be 17. And then your monthly hours, 172 if it's a full-time employee. If you have a part-time employee, then I would go ahead and take that 172 and divide that by 2, and that's going to give you 86 or a part-time employee. We're going to go ahead and keep that at 72. All right, next is going to be your startup cost. The first two lines for your startup cost is how much you are going to use to get the party started, to get your business going. Equity investment, for this example, I'm saying you're coming out of pocket for $50,000. And then for the loan, I am saying you're going to be borrowing $350,000. We have a total of $400,000 right here. These two lines must equal this line right here. The next section is going to be your startup costs. How much do you need to get started? For this particular example, I'm saying that go ahead and buy the business or acquire the land and build it. It's going to be $275,000. Working capital is the amount of money you're going to have in a checking account day one in order to go ahead and keep your lights on and stuff. Miscellaneous equipment and furniture, that is, again, $15,000 an estimate. Your inventory, your supplies, your advertising is super important to go ahead and put all of your advertising that you're going to be doing. And it's so important to remember, this is before the bell. This is before you go ahead and get your business started, and I'm estimating $5,000. Hiring and training, you definitely need to do some hiring, especially for assisted living facility. And then your office equipment, your license, and then your miscellaneous is your catch-all. It's your security. It's any kind of unexpected event that's going to happen. I like to say it's like Christmas every day or every month for being an entrepreneur. You never know what's going to happen. You need to be prepared, and it's like a surprise. So you do need a miscellaneous. You do need a surprise bucket, and your startup cost is this $2,500 right here. Next section is going to be your monthly fixed cost. You're going to put that information right here. If you are not buying a location, you're renting it, then you're going to go ahead and put your rent here. And then for the monthly fixed cost, it's going to cover utilities, office expenses, insurance, accounting, and legal. Again, advertising. Advertising is super important. Keep in mind that your advertising is going to be different. This is your monthly advertising, and this is your startup advertising right here. Your tax rate is going to go right here. And then you're going to have your growth rates. The first section is going to be your growth rate annually for sales. So growth rate for year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we've got our growth rates down here for our various fixed costs. Now for the loan information, here's another neat little trick with this this template. Is this $350 is tied to right here. So if we change this to $400,000 or $400,000. We change that to $400,000. This number right here automatically updates. You can then go ahead and change this to whatever interest rate you're going to use for your loan, and then your monthly payment is going to be automatically calculated. And when, like I said earlier, once you update all these darker colored cells with your information, it's going to update your projections right here. It's going to update your profit and loss statement for the next 12 months, broken up quarterly as well as monthly. It's going to update your income statement. It's going to update your break-even analysis, and it's going to update your capital budgeting, specifically the valuation of your business based on cash flows. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Again, Dr. Paul Borosky here, owner of Quality Business Plan. Hopefully you all found this information helpful. As always, if you need some help with your financial projections, need an industry-specific financial business plan template, feel free to visit my website below and go out and make a little bit of money.